Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shine in the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool.
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Houston Texans.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 62 yards.
He's really been somewhat special to watch this season and brings a real unique element to their offense. Even with defenses focusing on him all year, he still sits 4th in the league in yardage. Hard to come up with an answer for a back playing as well as he has been. They've got their work cut out for them in this one as he chases another big week.
Second and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man. And
they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On 2nd down, it's Rodriguez. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. On 3rd down, it's Rodriguez. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now the try here for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Texans at 8-1 on the year, and they've had a long few days already as they were in London last week, back in the States, and on the road this week.
And then they had some travel troubles coming back from London, but since they came back with a win, they were able to shake those off. Now they want to continue to try and build off of that victory and continue the momentum they gained across the pond.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The ball comes out. is costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Rodriguez. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. 7-7, our score after 1. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this 1-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He's got room at the 30, down to the 10, touchdown. A great effort there. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now out comes Houston. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
It's a gain of 34.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Joseph. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That caught by Tremble. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to move back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Baltimore gets set to take the field. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll look to throw now on first down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. On 2nd down and 4, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Herbert on first down now. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On first down, Justin Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Again, Herbert. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call. as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. 38-27 was the final. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So here are the Texans to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. On first down, it's Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Right back to him on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Herbert now. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And they'll run on the inside handoff. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Now a give right side. Rodriguez. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll look to throw here. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Houston's offense taking over again. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 38. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from bust.
Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That'll give him 8 that time. And 3rd and 1 now. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
2nd and 13. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff up the middle. Rodriguez. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they? I
remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Houston, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.